Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well. So I'm Harshita Ankam from Bharati Vidyapet College of Engineering from 1, currently pursuing last year, final year, BE. And so today's topic is virtual mouse. This code I'm going to explain you today. And basically this video is being recorded in September 2021. So you can like imagine the scope of future and all regarding to that you can just watch this further video. So I'm going to explain the code. Basically, this is virtual mouse. As we know, we are in the COVID phase, so mostly no one prefers to go and operate it with the hands or anything. So using this virtual mouse, we can just operate it by in the air or something. So no need to touch and no need to always sanitize. It is not that good for your health as well. So let's start it. So these are our required packages: pip install MediaPipe and pip install PyGo GUI. So these have already installed. Let's get to this coding part. These are the packages. So CV2 is OpenCV and MediaPipe is a MediaPipe. Is a short notation that we are using here for MediaPipe. So anywhere in this code, you can see MP, it is referring to MediaPipe. And landmark PB2 is special class imported from MediaPipe. It will help us to find landmark coordinating for hand feature like thumb, tip, index finger, etc. Math class is used to derive the formula to find the distance between two coordinates. And this Win32 API is used for cursor movement and click automation that will see in our output. Further moving to this code, then we are calling the hands class from MediaPipe solution. This is the class that we help that which will help us to recognize all 20 geometric points on the hand. So while operating it in the virtual, the camera will be on and all the 20 points on a hand will be visible. I'll show you clearly. After calling this class, let's move on to the OpenCV part. The first step is to take the input of the video capturing. So this is the video capturing, and then there are many devices that are used for this, but for simplicity, we are using the default, so I've put here 0. Moving on to this code, this below code. So the steps performed here are in this condition we are calling MediaPipe hands class with two parameters. First is minimum detection confidence. In simple word, this is the sensitivity of hand feature detection values can vary depending on lighting, camera quality, business or background, etc. And same goes for second parameter, which is minimum tracking sensitivity value is stored in hands variable, but it's a bunch of or data and we need specific data points that we will extract afterwards. Next, then we are running a while loop that runs loop that infinitely until a specific condition is met, pressing Q. After this, the camera will close and program will completely close. Incoming data from webcam is stored in frame variable using .read class of OpenCV. This. Then we have to change the format of image before we process it, because OpenCV works on BGR format, that is blue, green, red, but the MediaPipe works on RGB, that is red, green and blue format. So after taking input using OpenCV, we need to change format to used by MediaPipe. And then we flip the video, extract the height and width of frame. The image is processed and output is stored in result variable. After that, we convert RGB back to BGR as we have the result for all tasks now. Moving forward, now in result variable, we will check if there is any multiple hand landmark available. Basically, we are checking for frames in hand here. Then we will iterate on result dot multi hand landmark value. Then by using dot draw spec class, from media pipe, we will draw the point on hand landmark and connect them with parameters. This are class image on which we are going to be drawn, and media pipe, that is hand connections method will connect to hand, connect with points on the hand, this one. And media pipe, that is drawing spec class is basically to draw with these parameter, that is the color and thickness of the circles, color, thickness and radius of the circle, and the points which are going to be drawn on a hand. After drawing, moving to the further code, after drawing the points on hands, we need to focus on the functionality of the program, that is moving the cursor and clicking with the finger action. For this we need coordinates of a specific landmark, like for movement of cursor we need coordinates of index finger, for clicking we need coordinates of index finger and thumb. So let's see what's happening in this code. uh, with the first condition we are checking if there is a hand in the frame or not. Okay, after that, first for loop is iterate multi-hand landmark, but it has multi points and we are interested in coordinates. Second loop, for iterative, that each coordinate should have 20 points. Normalized landmark will have actual data for each point, but it's in ratio form. And for OpenCV, to recognize points we need XY coordinate. So we are using normalized to pixel coordinates class to convert ratio into coordinate parameter inside. Next, we have, like, we need to convert it into strings so that it can work. So we are converting it here. Coming to this code now, we want only the coordinates of the index finger and the thumb finger. So we will create if condition for each and store its value separately, like index fingertip X, index fingertip Y here. And we are also creating thumb fingertip X, thumb fingertip Y respectively. We are using Win32 API to move a cursor with index finger. We are not using uh, Pyto GUI for this task, as it was a bit slow and was causing our program to appear sluggish, so it was lagging. So moving on to the next code here. For automating the click, we have assigned the action of pressing the index finger and thumb together, just like a snap. So this, we need to calculate the distance between coordinates of index finger and thumb finger. Distance x and y. Distance x and y is a variable in which difference value is stored. So we will have then compared this value to integer, that is 5, and then, or any small number will be also compatible to it. To check if they are close together, if they are, they will use this line, uh, GUI.click, and after that the only thing left is to display the output stream to the user. We will do this by using this in imshow function method of OpenCV, and then we will have create an exit function for which while loop will exit, as I have earlier also mentioned it, when you press Q the program will be terminated. So let's move on to run this program. Let's run this program. So I've pressed run. So you can see that this program has already run. All, I guess everything is satisfied. So here you can see one page has opened, that is my camera only, because I have set here default, so that will be open. So hello everyone. So yeah, this is the pixels I was talking about, and you can see as I'm moving my hand everywhere, it's just going and moving everywhere. This is like, see, my both hands are here, no one is controlling by my touchpad. So here if I want to close anything, see it is being closed. Let's open this. Yeah, okay, see it's open now. Just I'll now open this E and you will hear the noise of the disk opening. You will just hear it, just a second. Sometimes it's giving a bit buffer, but as many people will implement it, it will be not an issue. Yeah, the yeah, see, you heard the noise? Yeah, that's exactly same thing. And with this we can open anything we want by using the code. And this was the code for virtual mouse. I hope you have understood. And yes, this is the number of times I've clicked now. It is showing like more values because it was giving a bit buffer and it was not on the thing. So the main part which was giving which was more important to handle was minimum detection confidence and min trafficking confidence, because by changing these values the cursor which is moving can be changed. The cursor which is moving can be changed. So getting that into mind, you can like edit it and the code will be changed and the cursor will be more. See, now I am again moving the cursor with my hand because you can't see because the video is not on. So likewise it can be open and you can operate and you can use it, can be used in future in many ATM cards or like anything you want to in many places. So that's all. I hope you learnt something new from this video. Keep learning, keep growing. Bye.